Hi there, Pisces. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this reading finds you well. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Anisa from the Inner Stereo. And for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. As usual, this is going to be a relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I am basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? Don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because I tend to realize that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. Okay. But probably because my Venus is in 7th house, I don't know. But yeah, you might want to check that out. But if it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't resonate, all right? Never try to force a reading, probably because you like the future sounds or whatever that is. There's so many amazing, talented tarot readers out there for you to just click and watch. Okay, so let's get into your reading, Pisces. Your overall energy for the now, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the 8 of Wands, and you also have the King of Pentacles. So if you're dealing with two people, there is an information that you got that make you act quite harshly towards one person. You know what I mean? It's like you want to call them out on their BS, or you just want to charge at them because you are a bit impatient, or you just want to get to the bottom of the truth. You know, you want to get to the bottom of the heart of the matter, if that makes sense. And then you're focusing so much more on your money right now, it seems, with the King of Pentacles. You're trying as much as you could to remain stable. So on the outside world, if your best friend sees you, or if your colleague sees you, you guys are like, I got everything under control. But sometimes there's still a certain type of people who triggers you wanting to charge at them. Okay, so what is the challenge here that you're facing? You have the Four of Swords in reverse, and you also have the Queen of Swords here. So the Four of Swords in reverse talks about the period where you felt like you cannot stop thinking about them. And it's a vice versa type of energy. Somebody might distance themselves away from you and then doing it because they want to be chased. Here, as you can see the squirrel right here, it's like the squirrel is looking back and like, oh my God, you're not chasing me. So as hard as it feels for them to kind of like distance themselves away from the situations, they are a bit wanting you to chase after them. You might be dealing with the heavy air energy here. But it's just somebody who is emotionally closed off. And because the Queen of Swords is in the challenge, I would say it's a bit of a, you know, silent treatment, passive aggressive type of energy. Something that just kills you on the inside of your brain. But I feel like you have had it because you want to actually accelerate your life faster. So when that happens, you're kind of like calling out, oh, come on, I know exactly what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so tired of all these games that you're doing. Like, I don't want to deal with this any longer. So you want to call them out for it. By the way, I'm Indonesian, so if you're hearing me muttering non-English word, it means that I am talking in my native tongue, okay? Because I get that comment a lot, you know, accusing me of speaking backwards, juju casting, and stuff like that. That's silly. So, yeah, in the past, this person has the King of Swords, somebody who basically is quite resentful. You know what I mean? It's the type of person who is, you know, whenever you're upsetting them and whenever you're hurting them, they wouldn't say it out loud, but they keep track on it. It's either they keep track on it on their mental note, like they're writing it down inside of their brain, or they're literally writing it down, every mistake that you're doing. Okay, and it's going to be used as an ammo or a weapon against you in the future. So if you were to ever come to them and then strike them with something, they're going to be attacking you with all of the things that you did to them too. I mean, you might be wondering, well, I didn't do anything. That person actually hurt me. But here's the thing. In a relationship, there is no relationship where both parties is a saint. You know what I mean? But because the King of Swords is somebody who does have like a trouble of opening up. So once they're exposed, when they're emotionally vulnerable, it's somebody who is basically taking things everything way too personally. So it could be the thing that you said or done, whether intentionally or unintentionally. It could be you missing out on emoji in a text and they're reading it as, oh my God, you're so distant from me. Or if you're busy with your work, they might be accusing you of things. They might feel neglected or abandoned. All of those type of things, they're writing it down in that book of sins that they have, okay? And when they do that, they're taking away also the physical aspect of the relationship. So if you enjoy the sexual aspect, or if you enjoy the lovey-dovey aspect, or the way that they charm you and everything like that, when they feel sordish, when they feel hurt, and when they feel resentful towards you, they take it because it's their way of basically hurting you. I wouldn't say that, but yeah. You do have a bit of a codependent, you're gonna hate this. You do have a little bit of like a need when it comes to them, you know, because you guys are being presented by the Nine of Pentacles. So there is this little bit of a neediness feeling when it comes to that, when they're distancing themselves away from you. It shook you like the Tower moment here, okay? And then you kind of like felt needing towards them. So you're always like, oh my God. Whenever they pull those mental manipulations or mind games that they're doing, it freaks you out a lot, okay? They got you good. Lima kartu masa sekarang. They got you real good. So I'm going to go with the one person scenario first, and then after that, at the end, we're going to do like a two people scenario, right? Because I always confuse myself every time I mix them up. Okay, so I feel like right now you guys are taking shelters away from love in general. You know, you're kind of like pushing people away a bit here with the Nine of Wands. So whoever it is that they're dealing with in the now, they're not really dealing with your own self. There is no emotional talk. There is no you guys opening up. There is no you guys sharing secrets or spilling secrets into them, because they're kind of like dealing with your default mode or your robotic mode. Okay, even if you guys are dating, you might be just replying on the surface because you're not letting anyone in. Okay, so this person has the Two of Wands and also the Seven of Wands in reverse. Both of them are actually in reverse. You're kind of like quite tired over waiting for them to take actions, because that's something that you want. And there's going to be a period where they're going to start opening up towards you with the Seven of Wands in here. So that protective barrier that they were building, a fortress that they were building to protect themselves from you, is kind of like quite going down a bit. But in that time, you guys have had it, and you guys have the Five of Swords attitude in here. So you're completely like cutting off that energy completely, because you are losing your patience a lot. If you're only dealing with one person, I feel like you're pushing these people away. And this person has a Two of Wands in reverse either way, because this person is not willing to put in any effort, or is not willing to basically go hand in hand building a relationship together with you. Because the King of Swords is somebody who would be pleased to see you beg for them and then give them, showing them like tons of intentions until they feel satisfied, until they feel like the hurt that they cause upon you is as equal as the hurt that you caused to them in the past. So let's see the future. 5 kartu masa depan. You have the Six of Cups. So whoever this person is, I feel like this is either like a twin flame-ish type of relationship or a karmic or a soulmate-ish type of relationship, because the connection is really, really strong. The connection is really, really heavy. Just by them moving, it's like you... It sounds really cheesy, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to write a cheesy novel here, but it is what it is. So this person in the future, because you cut them off here with the Five of Swords, you were being very, very harsh towards them. They are shook. It's like they're completely sister shook. You know what I mean? And they're starting to feel, oh my God, there's no collective happiness going on in here. Pisces is no longer giving me the thing that I crave for from them and stuff like that. And they're going to start the Queen of Pentacles attitude. So they're going to start presenting themselves like they are trustworthy, they are dependable. There's like a lot of earthy quality that comes attached to it, but they're going to be shook first before they even go to that stage. And I feel like in the future, things are going to be taking quite a big turn, because you're going to be much more of a passive energy and they're going to be much more of an active energy, if that makes sense. So you're emotionally open. Yes, you are. You still do admire them and everything like that. Yes, you are. And this person is going to quite change because they were shook by the fact that you became really, really harsh with them here. Okay. I also see like a new person coming in towards you, but it's somebody who is kind of like quite flashy. So it's either they dress really well, or it's somebody who in their social media seems to be like a great life and stuff like that, but they're financially much more stable. And then with them, you're still going to be emotionally vulnerable. And then with them, with this newer person, you're going to be emotionally vulnerable towards this person. And then but you're still kind of like sometimes thinking much about the person that you were dealing with in the past. So what happened if you're dealing with two people? So person A is somebody who, the King of Swords person, somebody who is, I think this is like your past person, because if it's a newer person, it's impossible because they already have your list of sins. Okay, so King of Swords is your past person. With this person, it shook you like a tower moment, and then it shook you like a tower moment a lot. The fact that they're distancing themselves away from you with the King of Swords in here, the fact that they're doing a bit of a mental manipulations or mind games or passive aggressive or silent treatment towards you, it shook you a lot. You have the Tower card in there. You kind of like were hurt because the Tower took some time to heal from, but it's for your own good. And then person B is somebody who, you know, in the beginning, this person likes the physical aspect of you. So it's either they like you because you're so pretty, you're so beautiful, but there is a sense of a physical aspect. And I feel like because you were so shook with person B, you kind of used them a bit as a rebound because you felt quite lost. You know what I mean? With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse in here, you kind of like felt quite lost and you need a bit of a companionship going on in here. The thing about this person B, you know, is that now they're starting to open up towards you, but I feel like you're not ready as of yet. So you have the Five of Swords attitude in here. I think you're going to cut them off a bit here because you are so frustrated with person B. Okay, so you're so frustrated, you're losing your patience, waiting for this person to come around and stuff like that. So you're going to be completely cutting them off, person B. So person B will have the domino effect because of the way that you fell for person A. Okay, basically you're pushing everybody now. You have the Nine of Wands, so you are in the mood for wanting to regroup yourself. You are in a mood of basically wanting to be alone with yourself. And then person A, the past person, is going to come back into your life with the Queen of Pentacles, showing you how much reliable they are and stuff like that. You're going to be much more emotionally available for them. The person A is feeling quite neglected here with the Ten of Chalices in reverse, but I feel like you're still kind of like having high hopes towards them in the future as well. I feel like your emotional mood or your mood is depending basically on person A. So if things are going great with person A, your mood is so fine. But if things are not doing great with person A, then it's just everything is quite shitty. You know what I mean? Because yeah, so be careful about that, all right? So basically, if you're dealing with two people, I see you kind of like being open up towards these two people again in the future, just because person A is doing better, and then it just lifts your mood instantly. Okay? So I think that's it for my reading for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.